In my last video, I had told you all about how I was throwing up consistently, and I also told you in pregnancy, Google will be your friend. You would constantly be online trying to check out every symptom just to be sure your baby is okay or you are okay, just to be sure everything is fine, basically. So, in my search, I kept asking, I am vomiting so number of times in a day. I am having excessive saliva in my mouth. I'm unable to eat. I'm always weak. I'm always this. I'm always that. And I'm pregnant. What's the condition? And that was when I stumbled upon Hyperemesis Gravidarum. So come, let me school you. So hyperemesis gravidarum is basically a pregnancy complication that is accompanied by excessive vomiting and ptyalism. So ptyalism is the excessive salivating. Okay, so your mouth continues to produce saliva excessively. You can't control it. It's uncontrollable. All right. So I realized that. And then I'm like, okay, what are the solutions? And then only few people, all right, only few people get to experience this. All right, so I remember prior to when I got pregnant, when I see women with containers spitting out pregnant, I feel literally irritated. I'm like, ew. And then I've had friends that got pregnant, and then when I spray, because I love perf, and I come close to them, like, oh, as though I'm smelling. And then I didn't know what it meant. Like, which one be this one? Not like with disdain, not like which one be this one? Good Joe. So I didn't really know how terrible that was. But if you know me very well, you will know I am very big on perfs. I love perfumes a lot. I have a very, very rich collection of perfumes. All right. If someone had told me at a point in my life I will stop using perfumes, I would have argued it. But thank you to pregnancy. I used to have this favorite fragrance. I think almost everyone um, knows me with that fragrance in particular. So a friend of mine uses it, and I'm like, buy it for me. I love it. He gifted it to me. I totally love that fragrance. I noticed one fateful morning I applied it. All of a sudden, it wasn't a pleasant smell to me again. It literally was upsetting my system. I thought it was that perfect. I kept it aside, tried another one. So I woke up one morning and realized perfumes get my system upset. I threw up immediately. I perceive anything with fragrance at all. I mean, anything with fragrance, right? In short, I had to move out of my room because the room was already reeking of perfs. So I had to move out of my room because I didn't want to even perceive my bathing soap. Nothing. So I literally was having my bath without bathing soap because I didn't want to perceive anything. The moment I perceived anything, I threw up. Brushing my teeth was war. I couldn't brush. Once I put in my toothbrush, I threw up. So I went back to the traditional way of using chewing stick, using my hand. But stubborn me, I'd rather throw up than go out without brushing. I'd rather throw up than go out without roll on. So what I started to do was to use my roll on before stepping out of the house. So also then food, yes. So certain foods couldn't pass through. I love rice. I can eat rice. I can eat yam um the whole year. All right. But I noticed also from that 7 weeks of pregnancy that whenever I ate rice or anything that was rough, it stood in my throat. It was as though something was stuck in my throat. I would always seek to throw up and all. So I tried swallow. I noticed swallow was passing. And oh, that was before swallow stopped passing, before food stopped passing completely. You know, in my last video, I stated how I wasn't eating. So I'm talking, I'm taking us back a bit to how it started. So it started from me not being able to swallow anything rough, rice, fruits, vegetables, everything at all. But the only thing that kept me going was the fact that I knew I needed to shove it down my throat for my baby. Because I'll sit down and be like, if I don't force myself to eat, what would my baby eat? Because we have been made to understand that whatever you eat is what your baby eats as well. So I knew my baby needed food. So, and then I don't know if you've been in a situation whereby you try throwing up and then there's nothing in your stomach. You know that feeling is not a good one at all. So instead of me going to throw up and then eat, feeling as though I'm throwing up my intestines literally, I would rather have something at least pass through and then throw it out. Do you get? So even if it means just dropping it and at least something has entered and then I'm throwing out, it's better than not having anything at all to throw out. So if at all you meet a woman that is pregnant and throws up excessively or doesn't like the smell of certain things, doesn't like to eat certain things, avoid certain things that she naturally would have loved or loves having, please give her a hug. Give her a hug. Pregnancy is not child's play. And people that have severe symptoms, you don't want to know how they feel. They feel incapable. All right. At a point, I started to feel like I was a weakling. And in the hospital, yes, I had quite a number of people that were good, but there would always be the bad ones amongst them. So I remember one day I went to the hospital and then a nurse said, "You again? You go hold body, oh, you go hold body. All this one way they come back every two days, come back hospital. Your system go one day used to the medicine, no go they work for you. You go hold body, you go strong, you no go allow the pregnancy." Like the way she said it, I felt really bad. I came to see the doctor, but trust me, I ended up not seeing the doctor that day. I just said, I want to go home. And then my partner was like, "Go home." I'm like, "Yes, I don't want to see the doctor again. I'll be fine. I don't want my system to get used to the drugs and medications." Meanwhile, when I arrived at the hospital, I had thrown up twice. A nurse saw me. So when the nurse saw me leaving, she was like, "Okay, since you're unable to see the doctor, come, let me give you an injection to stop the throwing up." That's how she gave me an injection. So that injection is supposed to stop me from throwing up. A doctor had actually recommended it one time, but it didn't work. It didn't work. I say it was a severe condition. All right. So imagine throwing up, not eating, and then salivating. I was looking very pale and sick. All right. That's a picture of me. I don't really have. So at that point, I didn't have the strength for content. I didn't have the strength to do anything. I just wanted to survive. I was in survival mode, to be honest with you. I just wanted to survive. And just when I thought I had it all, one fateful morning, I've never had heartburn before. I just woke up and I had heartburn. I'm wondering how and where the heartburn was coming from. At first, I thought the vomiting, maybe I had vomited so much that a hole was created in my chest. That was what I felt. I had to tell my doctor, "My chest is paining me. This is how I'm feeling." And I said it was heartburn. I said, "I've never had heartburn." He said, "It's heartburn." I read it's part of the symptoms of pregnancy. They gave me medicine for that. Whenever I took that, I felt a bit better, relieved, but I couldn't lie down flat. I had to lie down on an elevated surface. When I say elevated, I had to put like 2 to 3 pillows together. My bed was surrounded by pillows, pillows for my neck, pillows for my leg, pillow for my tummy. Sleeping became very difficult. I was very uncomfortable, consistently uncomfortable. I always had body pains. I started having back pains. I started having pelvic pains. Like nothing was